question is can we propagate, turn back, turn forward the hands of time? Boy, most of us wish we really could. But today we're going to talk about time propagation and time propagation. And quite simply, we're going to get these vessels with some dirt nice and wet. And we're going to see if we can actually propagate time. Now, of course, in the scriptures, there was Hezekiah, the captain of all God's people. I believe he's also a king, but anyhow, he's captain. God says he was prophet Isaiah said he's the captain of all God's people. And Isaiah, or no, in Kings, Second Kings 20. Isaiah had this horrible boil, and his days were very limited, and the prophet Isaiah said he's going to die, but Hezekiah petitioned to God and cried many tears and begged God to heal him. And so we're going to start at verse 7, because I find this very interesting that Isaiah took a lump of figs and put it on the boil, and the boil healed, but the Lord actually healed him. The Lord told Isaiah what to do, and Isaiah said, take a lump of figs. And they took and laid it on his boil, and he recovered. And Hezekiah said unto Isaiah, what shall be the sign that the Lord will heal me? And I shall go up into the house of the Lord the third day. And Isaiah said, the sign that thou have of the Lord, that the Lord will do this thing that he hath spoken, shall the shadow go forward 10 degrees or go back 10 degrees? And Hezekiah answered, and it is a light thing for the shadow to go down 10 degrees. Nay, because I see that every day, I'm sure, he thought. Nay, but let the shadow return backwards 10 degrees. Now 10 degrees, of course, would be, there's 24 hours in a day, there's 360 degrees in the complete circle. One day is half the circle, so that's half of 360. And then 10 degrees. So you're looking at about 2.4 hours over 360 degrees, 1.2 hours if you have 12 hours of sun in a day. And the dial of Ahaz saw the full 12 hours a day. So you're talking about an hour in time. A lot of commentaries on scripture say 10 minutes, 20 minutes, but it's pretty clear to me that that's approximately an hour. But you know, whatever it is for the Lord, it is for the Lord. And Isaiah said, the sign shalt thou have the Lord of the Lord, that the Lord will do this thing that he has spoken, shall be the shadow go forward or back 10 degrees or backward 10 degrees. And Hezekiah answered, is a light thing for the shadow to go down 10 degrees? Nay, but let the shadow return backward 10 degrees. And Isaiah the prophet cried unto the Lord, and he brought the shadow 10 degrees backwards, by which it had gone down in the dial of Ahaz. So, interesting that when you propagate time, well, you can certainly petition for God to turn the time back. He's done it before in Scripture. You can do it again. But anyhow, we're going to get these thyme plants planted. And we've got a whole slew of them here. This is thyme. Propagation of thyme. So, we're going to pick a couple of stiff ones here. There's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. See if we can get this stuff to grow. 7, 8, 9. Maybe we can put the rest of these. See if we can do something with the 9. And the plants everywhere. Make sure we can drop it. So, and then we get our little vessels for thyme here. And we're just going to take the very end here, we're going to scrape the leaves off. pull the leaves back and just scratch it just a little bit on each side and stick it in the soil. Same with this one. Pull the lower leaves off. Scratch it a little bit on each side. See, keep scratches. Stick it in there. Bottom leaves. Scratch a little bit on both sides to encourage the roots to grow. There we be. And we're going to get a lid on that. Put a lid on it. Ha ha ha. To make like a little mini greenhouse. The soil's already nice and wet. A little bit difficult to get this lid on. I don't know why I had it on before. Try a different lid. There. Beautiful. There, now we got a little greenhouse. But just a tiny, tiny opening on the top. Time number 1. And we get some more sticks ready. Got 4 in this one as well. Get a lid on it. Put a lid on it. Now if we can propagate these, we can get a lot of herbs going here. And herbs are really good for you. You want to be growing herbs at home. You can do it in your kitchen. If you're in a house in a cold climate, you can do it right in your kitchen in a south window. Or you can just propagate them pretty much anywhere, just from store-bought cuttings. More thyme. And then we're going to show you the rooting process, how many roots each plant gets, and how they grow. See how they grow. 3 vessels with thyme. Now we're going to move on to rosemary.